That was very good. Fell on the floor.
Floor dice don't
Please
count.
hold. All right. Okay, 9.
9. All right. That seemed way less consequential once I started doing it. The rules made. So, okay. So I have. Oh yeah, I have one
You
more.
spelled my name wrong.
Oh geez, I'm sorry. I did.
Wow.
That was.
I'd like to remind you that we've been in school together since
That was just a typo.
kindergarten.
That was just a typo. So I'm sorry. I am gravely sorry.
The E and the A aren't really all that close to each other.
Thanks, John. Because that isn't even Carrie. That's Kari. That's nobody's name.
That's my sister's name.
Is that how your sister spells it?
Kari. Yes.
So funny.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm having a great time.
Should I go out to the garage and get my shovel?
Tony's the worst.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm going to say and do way more dumb shit as I do this. Because
as
4
life
hours.
continues.
Not 4 hours. So I'm going to read the intro here. And then some stuff's going to happen. And I'm going to ask some reactions. And if at any point, let's try to actually get this ball rolling. We're all eager to. Well, hang on. Before I actually jump into anything, does anybody have any questions about anything?
So, just to be clear, we're in the Kremlin, and the Queen is a climate change denier who is being sought after because, this ongoing winter, but, she didn't do anything to change it. So people want her head, right?
Yep.
That's weirdly.
It sounds accurate to me.
Also, there's a guy who's a dragon, but not really a dragon.
False dragon.
Goddamn liar, this dragon.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because if he wasn't, that means the end of the world is near. So, all right, I'm gonna get into this module, and I'll go from there. So, you guys are all staying at the Golden Stag. The mood is boisterous, almost festive. Although the simplicity of the fare reflects the long, hard winter, there's plenty to drink, and where there is ale and a light-hearted crowd, music, laughter, and games of chance quickly spring up. So many are crammed into the Golden Stag, the common room cannot contain all the guests, and tables have been set up in the stable yard to accommodate the overflow. There, several open fires have been lit to hold the wintry chill at bay and grant a cheery atmosphere. A fiddler plays as a guest chatters and tosses. The crowd is mixed. A few wear the red of Morghast and a few wear the white in opposition. But most don't openly display any of it. Those who have chosen a side avoid the company of their rival, gathering in clusters at opposite ends of the stable. But Master Farron, the innkeeper, has forbidden any open strife on his property. His men seem to have the muscle to make the orders. So far, the antagonists content to shoot the occasional hostile glare across the yard, avoiding more serious confrontation. So, what would you guys be doing in the common room? I'm just going to do round robin. Here's the order. Carrie, Rogers, Josh, Kim, Christy, Bearfit. Go ahead. Craig.
I'm first.
Yep.
So I would be drinking at the bar and trying to check out what kind of wine they have while I talk up my family business. That's all I got.
Okay. Are you trying to sell this in on your what is it, vintage?
Sure.
I'm not a wine person. What's the words for that? Okay.
Me neither. I don't know why I chose this backstory.
That's all right. Go ahead and make a diplomacy roll then. And see how we're doing.
So this is a D20 system like Pathfinder.
Yep. This is 3rd edition. Pathfinder would be like 3.55. It's hard when you start.
I rolled a 3, so 9.
So you're not really making any headway. The innkeeper has a well-established relationship with the winery, and even though you're a guest, he's treating you very politely about where he gets his wine from. So Rogers, we're going to move on to you. Wintry night in an inn.
Yep. Well, this is a perfect opportunity. So I'm like scouting like basically the outside of the crowds and any stragglers, approaching them, offering them these one in a lifetime bells. They're glass. They're, pretty nice. I would say I'm of decent quality. I mean, 5 marks a piece. They don't seem too shabby, and I mean, it could be nice. It calls horses well if you train them right.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and.
You want to go me to go ahead and what?
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and make a crafting glass blower check just for like the quality of the goods that you're trying to hawk. Right. 12.
12.
You got no
Yeah,
sound.
12. 12.
There we go. All right. Okay. So a couple people look interested, but nobody's buying tonight. They're all more interested in having fun than procuring something that's in the market for to begin. I'm going to go ahead and now pass the ball to Kimmy.
Okay, so first I guess I need to be seeing about getting a room since I was going to stay with my parents, but it looks like their place burned down. And also I'm looking for information on who burned down my family shop, which is just down the street. Probably, possibly, if that's a place where gem cutter shops would be.
Sure.
Not anymore.
Let's go with the city is unusually busy, and where you would normally get rooms because gem cutters would be probably more affluent than your normal. You couldn't get rooms inside the inner city. You couldn't even get rooms inside the new city. So now you found one of the only places you could find a room at was this inn, the Golden Stag. It was well within your affordability, and to the point where the innkeeper actually moved another patron to a common area to give you your.
Cool, because that guy, he was not as prestigious as me.
Right. And if you're trying to figure out who would have been involved in burning down your parents' gem cutter, you would need to make a gather in.
So I rolled a 15, and then do I just add my charisma to that because it doesn't look like I'm trained in it?
Yes.
So 16 altogether.
Okay. So you've actually talked to a couple people who have heard of the incident with varying degrees of accuracy, but nobody here would seem to know much of who would be behind such a deed if it wasn't even just a.
Well, because I'm going to say, like, it looks like maybe it was burned down, like, a while ago. Like, maybe a couple weeks at least or so. So just, like, people like, hey, oh, yeah, that place burned down a little while ago. That was weird. But nobody, like, knows where my parents are or what's going on?
No, not here. Not with those. So, Christy, if you want to throw in 2 cents, go ahead.
Sure, because I just made up a story about myself.
Oh, cool. If you want to tell us about that, that's great.
Okay. So I ran away from my farm because my mom ran away when I was younger, and I grew up with 5 siblings, and I didn't want to live on the farm and work forever. I wanted to run away and travel. So I'm going to this inn to try and get a job as a cook so that I can make money and meet people to travel the world. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a job.
Okay.
How's
That's
that?
great. That's a great story.